Hello, you. Assalamu alaikum. Hey, what's his name? Jawad. MashaAllah. Hello. So how do you get through the tough times when marriage is tough or there's a disagreement?
My husband is very patient. He is so quiet. So
Everybody should be flexible to some extent.
Yeah.
So that's why the ship can move. And if somebody would just stick to his own ideas, this will destroy the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right away, like even if we're upset, we both could be really upset at each other. It's just kind of like hey,
no,
like you know what I mean? Like let's just break this off
Yeah,
and like
yeah,
let
yeah.
things go back to normal. You know, like
I'd say learn to communicate and then learn to resolve conflicts. They're super important. And everything is short term, right? Things are going to change and be ready to accept the change. The person that you met 5 years ago is not going to be the same person that's going to be 5 years later, right?
Everybody needs time, and you have to give situation a time. Just think about it and think about, like, first of all, think about the consequences. What happens next?
If we really have an argument or something, we always refer to Islamic rulings, and then we both have to give in. So this is an easy and fast solution.
That is.
probably to get someone who is caring, loving, have traits of the Prophet. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
That, you know, they have good times and bad times and knowing who they are through it all. And, you know, honestly, he's very patient with me. I get angry and upset and, you know, and he's...
What a
he's-
guy.
He really is. He really is.
For young Muslims looking to find a partner, using apps, etc., what advice would you give them in terms of helping them find the one?
Don't rush. Marriage is between families. So take your time, think through if your goals and your values and your vibes align, everything is going to fall in place.
Go with your heart. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say that you shouldn't be looking for happiness within that partner. You have to find happiness within yourself first.
I think communication. I think honestly, being upfront and honest about your feelings.
People should know they cannot change someone. So if you're taking someone, you don't think that you're gonna change them.
You know, just to be very patient. Like the process takes time, but inshallah, if you know, Allah will bless you if you continue to just stay on the right path.
I can honestly say, like, don't be scared. Just get out there and just have fun with it. When you try to look to someone, be real in your decision, in your choice, and know that you have some defect. So expect this defect to be in the other also. No one is perfect except Prophet Muhammad peace upon him.
Take a breath. Try to focus on yourself. Focus on your relationship with Allah.
You have to think to do a decision. Because I did a lot of time. I listened to him, and it wasn't the right decision.
So that when you do look for a partner, you're not like looking for all of that in that one person. This person should be like completing that journey with you. You're happy together, you know, you can travel together, study together, have kids, but your ultimate goal should be like, of course you're doing this for the sake of Allah, but your happiness you should find it on your own independently first. And once you find that, you're gonna be content. Because like you're not gonna always feel like you have to blame your spouse. Like at the beginning of marriage, it's kind of like, why are you never home? Why don't you make, like you're always like looking for your happiness through your spouse.
Yeah.
You don't say, oh, once I get married, then maybe he'll quit smoking. Once we get married, once we have kids, then he's gonna stop wasting money on his car. Maybe once we get married. No, it doesn't work that way. Usually, after you get married, it gets a little worse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Have that love between one another just for the sake of loving each other, not because you're looking for something or like wanting something in that spouse. Am I right?
MashaAllah, yeah, of course. Who can say anything else?
She's right.
Exactly.
Am I right?
You're always right.
In one word, describe what marriage means to you.
Marriage means faith.
I would say calming. It could be a lot of hectic, but like at the end of the day, it's very calming to have a spouse, to have someone to come home to.
Happiness.
Perfect.
Rahma, it's a,
Mercy.
yeah.
Wonderful. Amazing.
Hold on, not under pressure. Not under pressure.
I think it's a true partnership.
One word.
One word.
One word. Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. Describe marriage in one word.
No.
Is that your mum behind saying responsibility?
That is my mother, yes.
There you go.
You said one word.
Yes.
And I feel I'm lucky
Ah.
to get to marry my wife.
MashaAllah.
Yes.
And she's lucky to have you.
Yes.
Care.
What does marriage mean to you in one word?
Jannah.
MashaAllah, what an answer. You win on that answer.